Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El. Believe it or not, right now I'm right on the outside of a certain place we're going to be filming in very, very soon. Working on a lot of things for music videos and all kinds of cool stuff. But like I promised you, I wanted to put this video out ASAP because I want to release it before, the Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything, the holidays come. I want to make sure that I tell you guys a lot of stuff that's coming up. So we are going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to call it the holiday giveaway or something like that. I'm going to tell you more about it by next week. But definitely stay tuned for that. A lot of good stuff I'm working on right now, including a TIE Fighter drone, believe it or not. That's going to be insane. But I wanted to make sure that I followed up on that review, which I told you guys, in the Oculus Quest. So first, what I got to tell you is, guys, I have played the crap out of the games. And by next week, on Tuesday, I'm going to release a must-have of 2019, the best games of 2019 for the Nintendo Switch. And then I'm going to release on Thursday best games for the Oculus Quest. Now, like I said, I didn't like to, give you guys a video right away. I'm not those people who release videos for the sake of videos. I wanted to give you an actual in-depth analysis of what of what the Oculus Quest is. Now, you guys know from all my, past or whatever, I am very heavily involved in VR. Now, I swore to you guys I was not going to be biased, but you know how I feel about consumer-grade VR. I think it's always crap. Even if it's not crap, it looks good. It has, a little bit good. And it, of course, has the screen door effect and everything. And it just looks like a miserable hell. And I'm going to tell you right now, I was actually stunned and surprised because the screen door effect does not exist on the Quest. Now, there's something that you guys should know. The Quest is like the Nintendo Switch, and I don't mean to degrade it. Because I don't degrade the Nintendo Switch at all. But compared to other systems out there, it is like the Nintendo Switch because it is designed to be portable. It is designed to be its own system, which is pretty freaking cool. You have no wires, no nothing, which gives you that experience of a professional VR system because you're not tied to anything. Now, I heard there's Oculus Link that you could attach it and stream crap to it, so that makes it even that much better. And I'm going to tell you guys some cool things that I found out in the later episodes. Just want to validate it, but some cool ways to get free games, believe it or not, and to do all kinds of other really crazy cool stuff. But you could actually stream stuff from your computer. The Oculus Quest is literally, I'm going to say, it feels like a professional VR system. So there you go. That takes the bias right out. I'm not biased about it at all. And to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted to hate it. I really did. I wanted to absolutely hate this system, but I can't. And right now it came with Vader Immortal. And it was freaking amazing. Like, I can't begin to tell you. It felt like you're taking part in actual Star Wars. And, you're fighting on, I'm not going to give too much away of it, but you're fighting with Vader and then, like side by side a little bit. You're sampling the Force. You're moving things, making things float, making things a force pull, force push, all kinds of crazy, crazy cool stuff. You can make up your own combos, which I already did. Which mimic the Fallen Order. As you guys know, I love that freaking game. I did a review for you guys. Definitely check that out. But I did those kind of freaking combos, and this game is so cool. You could basically play, like racquetball with the Stormtrooper lasers. I can't begin to tell you how amazing this thing is. It's freaking incredible. I definitely recommend it. I think it will be the ultimate holiday gift for your loved ones. Now, for those of you guys that are going to, compare it, want a comparison, I'm going to compare it for you. I had the Vive. I had consumer-grade VR. And I'm going to tell you right now, the difference between the Rift and the Quest. Okay, now remember, the Rift, you're dependent on the computer. Okay, with with Vive and pretty much every VR that's released for the consumer market, or the PlayStation VR, is attached to something. So I had a PlayStation VR. I told you guys I sold it. I love the games on it. Don't get me wrong. Resident Evil 7, wink, wink. Anybody wants to get it, you definitely, I'm going to tell you right now, that is the perfect game to get for the PlayStation VR. But I'm going to say that the Quest blows the PlayStation VR right out of the water in terms of graphics, in terms of how it looks, the resolution, sorry. Now, some people are going to be worried, and they're going to say, well, the hertz, one is 120 hertz, this is 60 hertz, some of them are 90 hertz. I'm telling you, you absolutely feel absolutely nothing. And I come from a background of 120 hertz when I play first-person shooters. And to be honest with you, in a VR experience, you really don't notice that kind of stuff unless you're playing it like on a computer where you're looking at a monitor. If you're looking at a VR goggle, you will not notice any difference. The screen door effect, now the PlayStation VR actually suffers from screen door effect a little bit. Not that much, but if you kind of gaze your eye on it, it ruins your entire experience. Anybody that has a PlayStation VR will tell you the same. If you're looking at the grids or anything like that, it pulls you out of the virtual reality mode. It puts you in a position where you just don't give a crap. Like, you get irritated. After, like maybe 45 minutes, you feel like putting it down. This thing is different. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was laughing at people when they got those extended batteries. I was like, okay, hold on a second. They're going to get extended batteries. The Quest has only a 2-hour battery life. And I'm gonna validate that. I validated it. It actually does. Again, it depends on what games you're playing and whatever. But I got 2 hours out of Vader Immortal, which is a pretty sick game. And I'm gonna tell you guys that. And I played pretty much. I bought every game in that freaking Oculus store. And there is a little thing I'm going to tell you. You should buy from the Rift store and not from the Quest store. And there's a reason why. Because a lot of the times when you buy from the Rift store, it'll include a PC version and it'll include a Quest version, where the Quest will only include a Quest version. It's weird, I know. But I found that out the hard way with some of the games that were there. And I was actually weirded out by it when I looked on the at some stuff there, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? This is like bullshit. So they really need to fix some things and make it more, in tune with all the Oculus universe. But a lot of cool games are coming out in 2020. Half-Life is one of them. Half-Life is freaking amazing. Now, if you guys wanted to know the difference between the Rift and the Quest, well, yes, the Rift is going to have more crispier images. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. In VR, you're not going to care. And to be honest, to be hooked up to something and be limited, okay? I take it out to the field. If you guys have a park or whatever where you have like a soccer field or anything like that, you go, tell somebody to look out for you, and you'll have that entire field to walk through. So you don't even have to use that stupid joystick. You could literally immerse yourself in a world, in a virtual reality world, giving you that professional feel that you're not hooked up to anything. Nothing could ever compare to that. So that's what I'm getting at here, guys. That's why I'm going to vote for the Quest is the ultimate go-to in terms of consumer VR. And I'm going to say that it could go head-to-head with professional VR systems. Because even the professional systems, the ones that are not hooked up to anything or whatever, you're going to get a great experience and everything, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I don't know, just the feeling that you're only paying $500 for the, it's $400, but if you buy the what do you call it, the 128 version, and I'm going to explain to you that a little bit too. Something that you guys should know is it's limited. You can't add a micro SD card in it, which kind of pissed me off, to be honest with you. I think that is an incredibly stupid move on their part. But then again, people pay the extra $100, and people are paying that extra $100. So I went and got me the 128 version, as I showed you guys, because I knew that I was going to get every game. I said I was going to give you an in-depth review. I wanted to hate it, but I told you I wasn't going to be biased. So I went ahead and bought a crap ton of games for it, and I went knee deep into everything. I mean, it's just, what the heck was it called? There was this other one called Blade Beats Blade something. I freaking love it. I have the whole version of it. I was playing it for a while. I don't even know what it's called, which because I played the hell out of pretty much Vader Immortal. I went really in depth in that, beat the hell out of all three. I only wish it was longer. I don't know why it was so short. But the game was absolutely incredible. I think the other one was Robot Pirates. I'm going to get you all the names and everything, and I'm going to tell you exactly which one I recommend and which one were duds. And yes, they had a lot of games that I did not like, a lot of games that I would consider duds. But they, it's a fresh new system. And right now in 2020, I am going to tell you based on what I'm seeing. And as a person who's a professional in the VR department, because I worked a lot with VR in general, especially with the early models. If you guys remember, I told you guys from the 90s, the early 90s, actually was my uncle at the time was working, I think I forgot what company it was. I can't remember, but it was like polygons, and you had this gun and you were walking on a treadmill, and every time you started to move around, and then you shoot like your other partner who's also made looks like a polygon, and you make him explode into polygon bits, and it was freaking incredible. And I remember looking at it, and it gave me motion sickness and stuff like that. This one doesn't. So I mean, it's much more improved. And of course, I had the Samsung VR, which was, I mean, come on, like a joke, but you put your cell phone in there, and I proposed to my wife in 360 on a 360 camera, including other cameras as well. So I proposed to her in Flushing Meadow Park near that big globe. If you guys ever been, you saw the movie Men in Black, you'll know what I'm talking about. It was a freaking sick experience, because I figured, when I'm going to be 100 or whatever years old, I'll look at myself how I was when I proposed to her that day, and she'll be able to see how we were young and everything. And I filmed my wedding on a 360 camera. And not the VR system, but I was questioning the camera. I was like, okay, this camera is producing horrible resolution, horrible this, horrible that. But I knew what I was dealing with in terms of the VR department, because you have to divvy up the resolution and everything. And it had a screen door effect. It looked like crap on the Samsung VR. Now it breathed life into it. I literally put it in my system. I can't explain this, but it is buttery smooth. It looks absolutely freaking stunning. It looks so cool, and I really love the fact that you could invite people. Like you could do in Big Screen, this program they have, I think it was called Big Screen. It's in beta test. So you invite them over, and you're sitting in a movie theater like place or a house or whatever you want, any type of setting. But you could be in this movie theater, and you see a lot of people from all around the world sitting there, and you could do all kinds of crazy things to them. Like I've done crazy, stupid stuff. And, you could talk and with each other using, a microphone and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. I don't have the mic yet. I'm also going to have some accessories that I'm going to review, and we'll see how they are. I hope they're good. It was a fun experience that you can invite people over and see. And some guy had like a bootleg version of all the Joker movie, so a real bootleg version of it, and we were all watching it on the screen there. And I'm like, what the hell, is this the whole movie or just a trailer? And it was an entire movie, which was crazy. So then I want to eventually like welcome some of my family and open up like a host, and we could all watch my my wedding, or those who couldn't make it here from overseas and stuff. So that it's really cool to have that experience, especially if you have like a long distance relationship. Can you imagine you just tell your lady or your guy or whatever, hey, you want to let's go to the movie theater and sit together and watch, and you could click and make popcorn, and you could eat popcorn. And I was throwing popcorn at people, throwing the whole carton of popcorn. Even it was funny, my friend and I, we were like waiting there, so you could position yourself in any seat. So this lady was bugging us or whatever, so she was starting to talk. You can mute it, of course, but she was starting to talk too much or whatever, so both of us got up at the same time and stood in front of her, and she couldn't watch anything. And it was fun. It was just funny, the stupid things we did, especially because we don't have a mic, so we're silent and we're doing all kinds of stupid stuff. And I was like, dude, just for that, it was worth it. I mean, it's like, social media, but in virtual reality. It doesn't get better than that. It's like, and it's so much fun. You could watch movies together, do stuff together. And now they're coming out with games that some of them cross-play. Some of them are going to be where you could play against one another worldwide. That's going to be freaking awesome. And it's going to open up many doors. Games like Half-Life that's coming out very soon. And all these cool games, and there's going to be a game that's going to be like Unreal Tournament, which is going to be beyond sick. I mean, I cannot wait for that game to come out, because it's going to be like, you're hunting each other and stuff like that, and you're just going against one another from people from all around the world. It's going to be sick. So based on what I'm seeing right now of all the games that are coming out and pretty much how it's doing in the stock market and all that stuff, VR 2020 is going to be the year of VR. Now, I know a lot of people said that before, and obviously it didn't hit, but that's because it was in its infancy stages. And to be honest, I thought that the customer VR is in infancy stages. But to be honest, after being fully immersed in the Vive and being fully immersed in the Oculus Rift, I knew that, now it's time to get VR. I just didn't like the fact that you're bound, to some crap. So it pulled you out, because you're going to use the controller most of the time. You're not going to walk around anywhere. You're going to use the controller and move your head from left to right to dodge things. So it wasn't a VR experience. I never liked it. But now, to be completely disconnected, I just think they're stupid for having it in 2 hours. Now, I know I laughed at people and said, oh my God, they got extended battery life and all of that. Who could play VR more than like 45 minutes? Guys, I was drawn into this game, and it looked so buttery smooth that I was playing it for 2 hours and was pissed that the battery went out. I just don't understand. Even Nintendo made that same mistake. I don't understand how they can do that when you're going to do a system in itself that's designed for portability, and you only put a freaking 2-hour battery. That's as dumb as it could ever get. But it has a a C port for USB stuff that you can hook it up directly to your computer and put stuff on it, and you could charge or put an extended battery, Velcro it to the back and pretty much play it for another 6, 7, 8 hours. So that there are a lot of options that you could do to extend the life. But it just kind of sucks. That's all I'm going to say. So I got a battery. I'm going to be doing a review on it. I haven't tried it out enough yet, so I've been playing it for a long time, and it's holding up really well. I Velcroed it to the back. I made the wire really small so it doesn't stretch, and it's portable anyway, and it doesn't add any real weight to it. But I want to try it out for about couple of weeks, because I know a lot of batteries that are from overseas that they come into this country or whatever, it just doesn't operate well, and after a week or so you start to see how it downgrades. So I want to see if this one plays well. I have one that is by Anchor that's coming. That is a very reliable one. That one is the one I'm waiting for right now. It's not going to come to me for quite some time because it was on back order for some unknown reason. So we'll see how the heck that works out. But once I find out, I'm definitely gonna let you guys know. But it's pretty cool. I gotta say, definitely surprised the hell out of me. So there you go, no bias there. I absolutely love it, and I think that you guys should run out and get it. I know it is a steep price. I know $400, or I would say go for the $500 one. Now, I'm gonna say you could go for the $400 one, because trust me, when you beat a game and you get another game, you'll erase the other game, and it'll always be in your account. But you know what? I have said the same thing about the Switch before, and obviously you see now they come out with larger games and stuff like that, and there are bigger games out there. I'm going to say go the extra $100. I'm going to tell you not to buy it unless you could save up for the $500 one and just get that one, because and hopefully it'll come down in price. Because guys, this is a system, and it's on its own. And it's an experience on its own. It's an experience that I say, there's a lot of things in life you say, well, let's just do it for the experience. This is an experience I don't want you guys to miss. I mean, if you know any store that has it, go ahead and try it out. Don't rob yourself from that experience. It's a great investment. I also have a case that I have on it. I will do a recommendation probably next week on it. I'm just putting it through the rough tests I usually do. So we'll see how the heck that works out. And guys, I'm telling you, this is definitely something I would recommend buying for your loved ones or buying for yourself. I mean, if you have a long distance relationship, I mean, you both will have an experience you will never, ever forget. My wife and I had a long distance relationship. We didn't do VR. We didn't have that, but we always said it would have been cool. But we did talk to each other mostly, video phone and stuff like that. And then we met each other. And I know a lot of people say, long distance relationships don't work, but it did. And then we met each other. She came all the way here to New York. And, from there, we loved each other even more, and before you know it, we got married, and now she's here, I'm here, we're all together, and everything is cool. Things happen, and I think this is a way to bring people together worldwide. We have so much division in this world right now. It'll be so cool to bring people worldwide, and I always said that. That's what I always loved about the gaming community. The fact that we're unlike, that's why I hate it when they brought politics and crap into video games. It has no purpose in there. It was so cool to see everybody coming together, going against one another in friendly competition, talking trash, everything. But in the end of the day, we're all friends and everybody loves going up against one another. I remember there was this guy who used to beat the hell out of me in Unreal Tournament. I used to have such a good team and everything, and he always kicked my butt. I always looked at him as a challenge. I respected him, even though we were talking trash to one another. And that's what's cool about the gaming community. I think VR will just up the ante a little bit, up that even more. And it's just something cool that I recommend. Anyways, guys, this is just coming from me, an independent reviewer. As always, I don't get paid to tell you something is good when it's not. We're an independent channel. Everything here comes from my 3 jobs that I work. I make it happen, and I do it because I give back to the community, because I hate getting tricked by these paid-for idiots out there who make us waste our money, and I don't want you guys sifting through a bunch of crap. So that's why I made this channel. And now here is your chance for both of us, not just me, but all of us, to give back to the community. Please comment down below. Validate what I'm saying if you've played it before. If you haven't played it before, let me know what you guys think down below. Let's help the community at large get real, true information, unlike the many, many fake information people got during the holidays where they bought stuff and they were absolutely disappointed. I don't want your money going to waste. Money is really harsh. The economy, it's hard. We live in hard times. And, it's time that we... help one another out, and this is a great way to give back. Join the community, subscribe, hit that bell button if this helped you out in any way. Let's give back to the community together, and let's make our community grow. I know a lot of you guys that hit the bell button, many of you guys told me that you weren't alerted of new videos that are coming out and all my how-to videos that were coming out. And you contacted YouTube and they told you because we're not a big channel. Well, you know something, guys? Let the community grow then. Let our community grow. Let us be big, and let us all give back to the community by commenting down. I'm not going to call it a comment section, as I always love to call it a forum section. Let us comment down below, and definitely let the world know, whoever sees this video, real information. Whether you validate what I'm saying, whether you agree with me, whether you don't agree with me, I want to hear it down in the comment section below. And let's help the community at large. Anyways, happy holidays, guys. So anyways, gonna be following up on this, of course, through next week. We're gonna go over the best Nintendo Switch games to get on Tuesday, next Tuesday, and then finally on Thursday, I'm gonna tell you what is the best games for the Oculus to get for Christmas, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah. For the holidays, we're gonna see exactly what's what. Right now, it'll be a very good present for yourself or for a very, very special someone if you get the Oculus Quest, because it comes with Vader Immortal. I don't know how long it's going to be. I think it was till January 1st or something like that. So this is the perfect time to get it. You get all 3 episodes. And believe me, it's short. It took me less than 2 hours to beat, which sucks. I really wish it was longer, but it's an experience you will never, ever, ever forget, especially when Disney destroyed the Star Wars franchise, bringing in one of my favorite characters, Kylo Ren, and making him Krylo Ren and turning him into I can't channel, but this is a way for you to actually stand. I stood right near Darth Vader, and then I just stood in front of him like that, twist, and looking right at his mask, at his whole costume, and it looked sick, and it's real life measurement and everything. It was so cool. being side by side and going up against them. And oh man, I don't want to ruin it. I'm not going to tell you too much, but it is so much fun. It's like a childhood dream come true. It's something I only could wish for and never had the opportunity to. Hell, I mean, it could be used for so much, this VR. I wish when my grandfather was alive before he passed away, that I had the 360 camera to film him so I could have seen him all the time. Yes, it's eerie, but damn, that would have been so cool, because I miss him so much. So much to it. So definitely let me know what you guys think down below about what I'm talking about. But the Quest, you'll never have a consumer version of a VR ever feel this good. The Quest, I absolutely rate it the best. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because of the battery life. I don't know what they were thinking with the 2-hour battery life and the limited no micro SD card on it. So I can't give it a 10 out of 10. I will give it an 8 out of 10 based on that. But in terms of experience, it is 100% a 10 out of 10. This will be an experience you will never forget, I promise you. So definitely get it for your loved ones. Get it for yourself. I know it's expensive. I hope it does eventually come down in price, but it's something for the whole family. You guys will absolutely love it. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.